Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode. So, in this episode, we will be talking about the three life lessons I got from renewing my driver's license. Weird enough, I didn't expect to make an episode like this, but when I thought about the episode about my car getting clamped, I thought, why not? So, without further ado, let's dive in. The first life lesson is research is key. Research is the first one because, for obvious reasons, it's the first step for everything, not just in renewing your driver's license. It helps you know all the needed information beforehand. Now, the reason why I say this, it's because I was able to find out that there are other locations that I can renew my license that are much more accessible and convenient to go to. And this other more accessible and more convenient LTO location is inside the mall. And for those who are unfamiliar with what LTO means, LTO stands for Land and Transportation Office. So it's under the Department of Transportation of the Philippine government. So in the past, when I was too lazy to do any research, I only went to this one location which my dad told me about. And I was the type to just take the word of people and went on with it. Now that I'm much more older and responsible and patient in learning, I know where the other LTO location is. But where exactly inside the mall is something I have to figure out when I get there. Of course, the most obvious ones to ask for directions inside the mall are the guards. As I've shared in the previous podcast episodes, I am an introvert. I like my peace and quiet and minding my own business. But when I am lost and needed to go to a certain destination, I muster up the courage and ask a complete stranger for directions. This is something that I used to be very, very shy about, but when the situation calls for it, I just got used to it. Same is true in life. It is your responsibility to know the details as much as you can, and the other details you'll just learn in the process. The second life lesson is unlearn negative expectations. Okay, honestly, I did have some expectations, mostly negative ones, but I was coming from my past experience from the other LTO location that I used to go to. Before going, I feel dread to have to renew my license. In my head, I have these scenarios such as there will be long lines, lots of people, chaotic, unwelcoming staff, and it would be very hot. So I tried my best to put off renewing my license, but the day came that I had no choice. As I reached the mall, I asked the guards for directions. I walked my way to an escalator and saw a long line of people waiting, and this was also almost during lunchtime, so there is that factor. As I saw this, I immediately thought, just as I expected. But when I got off the escalator, I walked some more and only to discover that there were several government offices situated in that basement level of the mall. And I saw that there were different lines of people in different government offices. Fortunately for me, when I got to the LTO, there was no people in sight. Therefore, no lines. The transaction was fast and easy. On top of that, the staff was very kind and welcoming to my inquiries, even when I looked lost. This made me realize that my dread was self inflicted. Either way, whether my mood was dread or joy, I still have to renew my license. I have the ability to choose to fill myself with negativity, which does not change the outcome, or just enjoy and be grateful of the process. Now, the third and final life lesson is a cliche, and that is patience is a virtue. So, after receiving my license, I not only got my license hassle free, but I also received the 10-year validity of my license. I immediately thought to myself, wow, it does really pay to be patient. As I recalled on how I drive, well, honestly, I'm still working on the patient part. But yeah, driving is no joke. Always be safe when you drive. And another thing is be patient in every aspect of your life. The reason why it's called a cliche because it has truth in it. Be patient in every aspect of your life, especially with yourself, your progress, and the things you cannot control. So that is it for the episode. I know it's a very short one, but I hope you got a lot of insight and value from it. And those are the three life lessons I got from renewing my license. So, number one, research is key. Number two is unlearn negative expectations. And number three, patience is a virtue. So, see you on the next episode. Bye.